Hey guys, thanks for joining this presentation. We are going to talk about how you can earn in the video gaming world, which many people have been trying to do for a long time. But up until now, only a few have been able to do this. With MMO Cashout, the opportunity to earn is now a reality for, I'd say, everyone. My name is Michael. I'm 18 years old. I play video games on every kind of thing, console, computer, on my phone. Everywhere I play video games. I could probably play video games on a tree or something. I don't know. And I hold a village in the MMO Cashout Kingdom. And we also have Elizabeth Evans here with us today. Welcome, Elizabeth. And can you tell us a bit about yourself and MMO Cashout?
Sure, and well, thanks for being on the call with me. I love that. Playing in a tree. I could actually, I could see you doing it, really.
Like a tree house, or
Well, I was actually just picturing kind of hanging off a tree branch, but
oh my
you,
gosh.
you say you game everywhere, right? So,
Yeah.
as Michael said, my name's Elizabeth Evans, right? I've been a video gaming addict for over 30 years. I'm a marketer and also hold a village in the MMO Cashout Kingdom. So, Michael, why don't we start by explaining to our attendees here what MMO Cashout stands for?
All right, yeah, sounds great.
Cool. So MMO, it stands for Massively Multiplayer Online. And of course, Cash Out, everybody knows this one, right? Stands for money. So unless you've been sleepwalking through life for the last 30 years, you know a little something about video games with names like Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, WoW, right? World of Warcraft, Tank, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, just to name a few.
Yeah, and like you said, those are just a few of the thousands of video games being played today. I mean, if you look at MMO Cashout's gaming site, there's almost 2,000 games listed there alone.
Absolutely. And the MMO Cashout is actually leading a historic change. The movement's being enjoyed by people all over the world. Everything's changing in the video gaming world, and we get to be a part of the multi-billion-dollar industry now. And so do you. The only thing you have to do is spread the word. Now, we've got everything in place. We've got perfect timing, a product with the largest global appeal, backed by an experienced and successful team.
Let's step back a bit to the beginning of the video gaming industry. Um, Many people don't realize that it started way back in 1940, I think, with the first like video game, I guess, being displayed at the World's Fair.
Absolutely. The first known computer game was actually released in 1950, but that was definitely the first displayed one, right? Most people actually will probably remember Pong as their first idea of video game, but it was the first arcade video game released back in 72.
Yeah, I'd say people would most remember Pong as like the start of gaming, but look at how far the industry has come since then.
Absolutely. The next progression occurs in the early 1980s with dial-up service with a variety of games that were used for proof of concept by different hardware manufacturers and software programmers.
Yeah, but don't forget about all the handheld devices. Most people would think of the Game Boy, the DS, the PSP, but my mom was telling me like back in the 1970, yeah, 1978, Merlin was one of the earliest and most popular handheld games, selling over 5 million units during its initial run, as well
Yep.
as one of the most long-lived, remaining popular throughout the 80s.
You betcha. You betcha.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me she remembers it.
Yeah, she was telling me about it. I was like, I have no idea what that is. I was born. I was,
The first handheld device. Forget phones,
yeah,
right? You want your first
yeah,
handheld game?
yeah, but look at how far the internet has, or yeah, how far the internet has almost carried the gaming experience.
Very, very true, right? The 90s had a new round of action and interest for us gamers. For the first time ever, we got to interact with our friends online and play games together and have it actually have graphics. Graphics were cool. Not that they
Hmm.
were great graphics, but they were graphics, right?
Hmm.
Back 1991, Neverwinter Nights was released, and it was the most successful MMO game for like the next 6 years.
Wow, that's surprising.
pretty impressive for 91 and basic graphics, right? But
Yeah.
you notice the one point these video games have in common is the growth that they experienced with the development of the World Wide Web. Now, a lot of video games today are developed for groups or MMO, massively multiplayer online, hence part of our name, right? But only part, right?
Hmm.
Where we get together, we create guilds, clans, or similar groups to improve our rankings, enhance our skills, and of course, extend our social reach.
Yeah, and the gaming market today is comprised of 2.5 billion gamers, which is one third of the world's population and growing. Like
That's
it's
quite
an
the social reach.
yeah, it's an enormous market. Crazy.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. And expanding.
yeah, and expanding. And some colleges and universities around the globe have now started offering like scholarships for um video gaming and the tournaments and stuff like that. I participated in one.
Really
Yeah.
cool. What game did the school or the college choose? And of course, I know everybody listening in wants to know how you play.
They chose a game called League of Legends and my team placed second in the tournament.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's almost pretty cool because like the pros in it too are almost I don't know. Yeah, the pros in it are now ranked by the US as professional athletes.
Well, they got to polish their skills just like any other athlete, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
For
they do a
sure.
lot of practicing and in the bigger tournaments they also like fill actual like athletic arenas. Like League of Legends is made by a company called Riot Games and they filled the Staples Center in under an hour when they did their world or when they did their season 3 world championships.
Nice. That's kind of cool, right? And
Yeah, it's
definitely
really cool.
shows just how popular gaming is getting, for sure, for sure. Right? And it's no longer a young person's game, right? Like it's not just a teenage thing. Sorry, Michael. I know you love playing games, but right? I'm 42. I've been playing for 30 years, right? 29% of video gamers are actually over the age of 50 nowadays.
That's pretty crazy.
Just about a third, right?
Hmm.
And like the average player is now 30 plus years of age and has been playing for 12 plus years.
That's I'm kind of happy it's not just a kid thing anymore.
Well, exactly, right? We certainly have more money to put into it and whatnot, grow the industry, and it certainly has been growing by leaps and bounds for sure. Right?
Yeah.
Look at the fact that like women over 18 are the largest growing demographic, right? More and more women are getting into playing games. Finally, thank you. I
Yeah.
hate being one of the few.
Yeah, like you start playing a game and someone says they're a girl and you're like, "What? What's a girl?"
Oh my God, there's a girl playing this game.
There's a
Yeah, I
girl?
know. It's like,
Yeah.
what you don't know how to play this game. It's like, you want to bet? Bring it. Right? And like, look at what smartphones and tablets have done for the industry, right?
Mhm.
92% of smartphone and tablet owners have actually admitted to playing video games at least once a week on their phone. I know it's higher. They're just not admitting it, right?
Yeah.
45% say they play daily. That's probably pretty average, right?
Yeah. I play a lot on my phone.
For
There's a few
sure.
games that I
It's
play.
portable, right? You
Exactly.
can
I can
pick
take
it
it
up with
anywhere.
you anywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. And well, proof is in the pudding, right? Video game profits for the iOS and Android handhelds are actually expected to be greater than the profits of Sony and Nintendo combined by 2016.
So by next year, pretty much.
So by next year.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
guess in a
awesome.
few months, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
pretty
Cell
crazy.
phones and tablets are great for playing games on because they're so portable. They're easy to use and
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to have one nowadays.
Yeah. You can take them anywhere. Like
Yep.
anywhere in your house. You could take them to the store or something like that.
You betcha, you betcha. And with gaming spreading worldwide, right? Um, that just gives us an even larger and larger market,
Yeah.
right?
You can make pretty much friends anywhere in the world.
You betcha. I've certainly got friends in many, many different countries I've never even considered being to,
Yeah,
right?
I have some in the UK. I have one that lives in Australia. Like it's really cool
Yeah,
meeting all these people.
yeah.
But
Asia, Serbia.
Asia, Korea,
Yeah,
freaking
you
some
betcha.
small country near Russia. It's like, what? That's crazy.
It's
But
awesome.
yeah, it's really cool. We could talk about games all day since we're both gamers, but let's talk about MMO Cash Out a bit.
Sure.
Um, to me, it's almost like a game. In games, I have to level up, and I technically have to do the same in MMO Cash Out. I started as a squatter, and I got my game store. I saw the potential with MMO Cash Out, but I needed to be at least a peasant to share it with my friends, to share the opportunity with my friends.
Well, I bet
Because
you they were harassing you, right? How
they,
are you making money and still playing your game?
yeah, I almost had to get a restraining order because they just kept bugging me. Because they were like, how are you earning from just gaming? And of course, what gamer doesn't want to know how to do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And MMO Cashout helps people to make money by teaching them how to spread the word, right? Here's how that works. They've created a brand new video game marketing platform which rewards members for their connections. Plain and simple. People can join through invitation from an existing villager only. That's you, right? Spreading the word. And you can get a huge head start by being one of the first to send out invitations to MMO Cash Out.
Hey, can you also explain how our viewers can earn money with MMO Cash Out?
Absolutely, that's a great question. Let me explain how you can earn a substantial income as a villager in MMO Cash Out. Now, you can earn in multiple different ways. You can earn from building your kingdom. You can earn from the activity of your kindred, who are the people that you've invited to join you in your kingdom. You can promote your own online store loaded with video games, which is where Michael started. And we've got more to come. We've got tournaments, we've got cryptocurrency, beta testing games, new game development. There's going to be a marketplace so gamers can find all their gaming gear. And that's just to name a few.
Yeah, I'm also pretty excited about ranking up and being able to earn the car bonus and vacation bonus. That sounds so nice.
Well, who wouldn't be, right? Paid vacation. I'll take that. Like, not just paid time off like they normally
Yeah,
do for a business, but here you go, have money to go take your vacation. Thank you,
yeah.
right?
Go to like Hawaii or something, just wherever. It sounds so
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Um,
right. For sure.
I'm I mentioned earlier that I started as a squatter and that I could rank up like I do in some of the games I play. Would you like to explain the difference in ranks?
Sure. There are actually a few different levels you can come in at, starting at peasant for $10 a month, and their squire for $50 a month, or our top paying position, which is royal for only $99 a month. We do definitely try to keep this affordable. Right? Now, at every level, you get access to your personal game store and receive a commission from items sold in your store. Now, right now, during pre launch, you can actually choose to rise up to any of those three levels. After we launch, you're only going to be able to come in as a peasant at $10 a month. And then there's going to be qualifications you're going to need to meet to rise up to squire and above.
Yeah, as Elizabeth pointed out, we are in the pre-launch and team building phase, but there are other ranks higher than Royal.
Absolutely. And again, they are definitely based on team building, right? But you must be a royal to start the qualifications for those levels. So your tax remains only $99 a month. And then based on which qualifications you meet, there's four additional levels. There's soldier, warrior, knight, and knight of the round table. Now, folks, if you want more information about these ranks and the potential to earn $10,250 from the fast track and leader bonuses, then get back with the person that sent you to this call or to your liege lord. They'll have that information for you.
Yeah, can you also give our listeners an example of the money they can make in their kingdom as a royal?
Absolutely. Now, folks, do remember, right, that this is only an example. We can't guarantee that you're going to make this money because we don't know the amount of effort that you're going to be putting in, right? Your income is based on your efforts. Having said that, though, this is actually a relatively small chunk of the kingdom you can build, and not all that difficult to do. So say you've got 3,000 villages owned by peasants. you'll earn a tax of $1,350 a month. And say you've got 3,000 villages that are owned by squires, you're going to earn a further tax of $4,500 a month. Now, let's say you've also got 3,000 villages owned by royals. You're going to earn a tax from them of $10,500 a month. Now, if you add that up, your earnings are $16,350 per month in this example, and you didn't have to bring all of these people in to your kingdom.
Yeah, it's only 9,000 of the 2.5 billion gamers that we're targeting, and that's still
Absolutely.
just the gamers.
Absolutely, right? And your kingdom can hold up to 2 million villages, right?
Mhm.
So 9,000 is a pretty minimal slice when you look at it that way, right? But remember, folks, it does start with you, and not a year or two from now. Not after 50 million or 100 million people have joined, right? That's right. You found out about it now. Now, hey, Michael, how many times have you heard this? Or have you heard somebody say this to your mom, right? If I was only in the right place at the right time, I could have been rich.
I've heard it a few times, to be honest. Heard
Yeah,
it a few times.
I've heard it way too many times. By introducing the MMO Cashout platform to the world, you have the opportunity to earn by spreading the word and never, ever, ever have to say that phrase yourself. Or you could just hear this in a few months. Have you heard about MMO Cashout? I joined a couple of months ago and I am making all kinds of money. Um, oops, how bad would you feel?
That suck.
Pretty darn low for sure.
Yeah, so now is the time to get involved. At MMO Cashout, we know what is going to happen when we start the public invitation phase and open the invites to the 2.5 billion gamers. It will go viral right away, especially when parents realize that this may give them more time with their kids. For example, my mom and I game together. We play a bunch of games, even on Xbox, and we work this business together.
It gives
It's
you something
it's
positive to build on.
Yeah, it's really fun. Isn't isn't this the first time your husband has been interested in your business too?
It actually has. That is correct. A couple of months after I got into MMO Cashout, I was sitting here chatting with somebody, spreading the word, right? And he was over playing his game across the room, doing his thing, right? We game together as well, and I got off the phone, and he's always been incredibly supportive of me, right, doing my business. But he's always been like, you know what, do your thing, right? You want to do it, that's great, but don't ask me. I'm not interested. And he turned around to me that day, and he looked at me. He says, you know, I think maybe I should actually get an account. And I just about did. It was like, what? Okay, who are you? And when are you guys bringing my husband back? What?
Where'd my husband go?
Right? All right. What kind of alien race stole my husband and replaced him with some sort of right? Like right? But it was
Uh-huh.
awesome, right? And now we build this business together as well as game together. So gives us again, right, something to build on together and something to work on. So it's
Yeah.
been awesome. Right. And folks, really, you should consider yourself privileged to hear about this first. You definitely want to be in place and ready to spread the word to all your gaming and marketing connections. Now is the time to take action. Like I said earlier, we have everything in place. We've got perfect timing, a product with the largest global appeal. Remember, 2.5 billion gamers, and that's just the gamers, right? Backed by an experienced and successful team. We know what we're doing. So don't wait for millions more to join ahead of you in MMO Cashout. Secure your position today by contacting the person that invited you to this presentation. Ask them how you can start your own MMO Cashout kingdom. Get in on the excitement, get in on the money. Or the dungeon may be your next stop. And I promise you folks, we're not storing loot in this dungeon.
And with that, we would like to thank you for joining us tonight and have fun gaming.
Happy rampaging, folks.